All right, welcome back everybody to the Donate Life. This is the hot seat match. You got Tim and Mark against Bob and Steve. Race to 3. This is APA format. What you make on the break is what you take. And this is to get into the finals. Looks like Mark won the lag. So they will break. It's winner break format. Like I said, it's APA rules. Race to 3. Let me fix this score here. Sorry, that was from a previous match. I just talked to Tim and Mark and haven't met those guys before. They're from the Chicopee area. They play out of Brookside, APA, and another bar or something in the Chicopee area as well. I'm sorry, I forget exactly what they had said, but these guys are a pretty good team. They fit well together. Earlier match that I streamed, they shot very well together. And then you have Bob and Steve, who are acquaintances of mine. I know them pretty well. We'll all be heading down to the expo next week. Looking forward to that. We always have a great time. Bob shoots all around, out of his house, out of here. I play on a UPL league with him. We used to play Masters together. Steve as well. He was on my Masters team for a little while. Looks like there was a ball in the break. Looks like a high ball. Not a lot of options. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like he can see that 10 ball to cut it in the corner. He's got some problems down here, though, with the 15-12. Well, a little too hard. This table is very, very fast. When you hit a ball hard like that, it better be true in center pocket or else it could rattle just like that. But it looks like he got away with it. Bob doesn't really have a shot here. Not quite sure what he's going to masse around this. So he hits the ball. Oh, I heard him say ball in hand, so he might have clipped the 8 ball. Yep, looks like he clipped the 8 ball. So ball in hand here to Mark. Get things rolling. This is a race to 3. Winner gets into the finals. Loser jumps over to the B side where we'll be playing 9 ball. Makes the shot, leaves his partner the 12 ball there. Getting shape on the 9 could be a little bit tough. He could come across here from the 12 to get on the 15 or leave some kind of combination. Oh, no. Unfortunately, he missed that shot. Didn't really leave Team Bob and Steve a clean open shot here. He's going to have to work for it and move the cue ball around the table. I almost like playing the 2 if you have the 2. The 7 ball, scratch potential. The 3 ball, not sure he's got enough of it. Looks like he's going to go for that 7 ball. I can hear through the wall. Not sure if the mic picks it up, but Bob told him to play the 6. I'm not sure which pocket he's going in. I'm assuming the left. Yep. Ooh, and it just drops. That's unusual for this table, but with the speed that he put on it, it helped it fall in. Any harder and that might have hung. Alright, so Bob draws out, but doesn't really give his partner a whole lot to look at right here, unless he can see that 3 ball. It's a little tight. Steve's going to look around and see what other options he might have, but it looks like the 3 is the shot. A little bit of left English to throw it in and kind of get back out for the 4 on the side, maybe. Yep, and he just got it done. Nice shot. Leaves Bob a little tree-topped here on the 4 ball, but I expect him to make this shot. Let's see where he can leave his opponent. Oh, maybe he's not tree-topped. He floated down pretty good for that 7 ball to get that out of the way. Not sure that needed to go into that corner, but we'll see what happens here. Steve will just pull it back for the 2 in the same pocket. So I've got Colleen in the booth with me here, who organized this whole event. How do you think it went today, Colleen?
I think it went phenomenal.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty good day. A lot of people, good turnout, 28 teams.
I know, it was huge. It was really huge. It was great. And the bartender, right? Liz knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, Liz did a great job.
Yeah. George was here. George watched. That was good. Having everybody here.
So we got Bob, or I'm sorry, this might be Steve, shooting the 5 into the corner. And he does make the shot.
Who has gone undefeated this whole
These
time?
are the 2 undefeated teams right now. So these 2 are undefeated. Winner goes to the finals.
Yes.
Loser goes to the B side for a chance to get back to the finals.
Right.
In a true double elimination. So we're playing a true double. Winner side is 8-ball race to 3. Loser side is a 9-ball race to 3. So, and Bob makes it to get his team up 1-0. So Bob and Steve are up 1-0. Winner break. It is alternating break, so Steve will be breaking next. So, like I was saying, so the finals will be a race to 3 and 8-ball. If the losing side, the B side, does win that 8-ball race, it will be a 9-ball race to 3 for the whole thing, which will be on this table. Even though we've been playing, the B side 9-ball matches have been on the 9-footers. Now that we're getting towards the end, it will be moved over to this table so we can live stream for everybody.
Yeah, there's only 8 teams left, right?
Potentially, yes. I know there's definitely 6 teams. Yeah, I think there is 8 teams because there are some other matches going on the B side to try to catch up. So, but the tournament's been running very smooth.
Yes.
Dave Bushy's running the tournament. He's done a great job.
Yes, very much so. This really turned out very, very
I
good.
think you should be very proud of how it turned out. I think it was a great day.
I kind of am proud.
I mean, I'm a little upset that I didn't play in the tournament because I opted to.
You weren't good enough, Gene.
Exactly.
Because you didn't have the
That's
handicap.
the first time anybody even knows who I am doing the live stream all day. I didn't say my name at all.
Oh, well.
But anyways, my name is Gene. For anybody that may or may not know me, I opted out of the tournament today because I wanted to volunteer and do the live stream to get this thing going, not only for the tournament to get exposure, but
what about to put this on
for Frankie B's to get some exposure for the live stream for them as well. This is our inaugural live stream.
Yes.
For this room. So George is a great host. Does a lot for pool. He is the co-owner of the Northeast UPL.
So easy to deal with.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Just easy to deal with when you're trying to, fit this tournament. It was like, it was great. He's a great guy. And this pool place is, Frankie B's has turned into, look at the light
it's a nice room.
on the table. Look at the light. The
lights he's put in this room are phenomenal.
Yeah, the rectangular lights
they're
are just
beautiful. He bought more than he needed And I actually bought one of his extra lights and put it up in my homeroom.
No kidding.
So
That works out well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Bob makes the 15 there, but I'm sorry, that might have been Steve. Not a great leave on the 8 ball. So we are playing APA. So you do have to, so that is Bob. So he does have to call the 8 ball. He goes for the bank. Don't want it to go back and forth. Ooh,
Close
close.
call.
Doesn't? Well, he leaves a shot or two. Like, you don't want to really play a combination, but I think that 1 ball is the starting point. I'm not so sure you want to start with a combination, the 6-7 or nothing, but if he makes this 1 ball, they should be off to the races. And these guys play very, very well together.
Yeah, they have.
Their last match, they went 3-0 against Brian and Dana, who is a pretty strong team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
Brian and Dana are doing well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he opts to do something there. I don't know if he was playing safety or not, but I mean, it looks like he got away with it. It looks like Steve has a 1 rail kick though between the 7-3 to kick that ball in, and I don't know. I know I'm a favorite to make that shot. I'm not so sure about Steve and how frisky he's feeling, but
I can make that all day.
I mean, you have to go for it at this point. I feel like there's really not a safety. And even if you just don't make it, potentially that cue ball is going to come off that bottom rail and drift up to the long rail behind the 6-5, and you might get away with playing safe, but we'll see what he does. I almost think, yeah, all right, 1 rail is the way. At first I thought he was going to go 2 rails up near the 1, but let's see what happens. It looks a little, ooh. Yeah, he came up a little short there. So it will be ball in hand for Team Tim and Mark.
As you see, he has a good hairdo.
It's better than Brian standing in the way. He's like 7 feet tall. Before his match, I said, Brian, please just don't stand in front of the camera. He's like, what, right here? And I'm like, yeah, right there. Don't stand there.
Where is the camera located?
It's up on the wall above the door. I have it like double stick taped up there for now. So, like I said, this is all new to us. We're looking at like remounting stuff, trying to get an overhead so that when somebody is in front of the camera, we can kind of
Move to a different
go to a
camera
different
that's
angle.
over here that shows
we
people's
want from
faces.
the top, looking straight down on the table, so there's no distraction. But more to come. Like I said, this is new.
Yeah. Yes.
So you're looking forward to next year?
Oh, I can't wait. Yes, I cannot wait.
Next year, like I said, we had 28 teams today. So next year, we're hoping to get like a full field of 32, right?
Absolutely.
All we need is what? 8 more players, and we're there.
I know it. I know it. It was amazing how many people came out and turned out.
Yeah, it's great.
That was great, yeah. And then all the raffles.
Yeah, there were a ton of raffles.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
We took about an hour break between 4 and 5 o'clock to do all the raffles, and I actually finally won something. I didn't get the one I wanted, but at least I got some wine, and
There you go. That's all that matters.
I wanted the bourbon.
Yes, yes, many of people did. I heard like when the 7 came out as
Yeah.
the first number
Uh-huh.
or whatever.
Yeah. Yep. No, my number was started with a 6, so I knew that one barely made it in. Hit the tip. But it looks like they're going to get out here and tie it up at 1 apiece in this race to 3.
I don't know.
Are you familiar with Tim and Mark? I just asked them before the match where they were from. They're from Chicopee, they said. They play out of Brookside, I believe, on one night during the week. They mentioned another place, but I honestly don't remember.
I believe that
Tim?
I know Tim a little bit, but I'm not really sure about Mark.
Yeah, they both
Yeah.
seem pretty solid.
Yes, they are
I mean,
solid players.
They're definitely solid fives. I don't know if one is a 6-5 or which way it goes, but
Yeah.
they could be both sixes, and not really sure. But this is a max handicap of 11. But these guys are playing very well together. They've put some good packages together, not packages, but good runs together that I've seen.
Right.
And
Yeah, that's a good.
makes
way to
the
put
low
it.
ball. And like I said, we are playing APA, so they are take what you make on the break. So low balls it is for them. I would imagine he's going to play that 3 ball and try to come down for the 7, 4, or the 2. Depends on the speed. This table plays very, very tough with the speed. It's very hard to get acclimated to it.
Yeah, you got to take your time with these, but they're beautiful.
Yeah, the Brunswicks play very well. Like I said, George has done a lot for this room. He brought in, I don't know, six or 7 Brunswicks. Speak of the devil, here's George
I
himself.
know. Just talking about you.
He just walked in.
Hi, George.
Hello, it wasn't me.
Yeah, right.
Welcome, George, co-owner of the Northeast UPL. He's done a lot for this room, like I started saying. Brought these, what do you got, 6 or 7 of these Brunswicks you brought in?
6.
6. We got a mix of some of the gray ones, some of the blue ones, but this is by far the fastest table in the room.
Actually, this table was the stream table on the Boston Open.
Yes, it was the live stream table for the
okay.
Boston Open. Yep, it
Wow.
was.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I believe that's why you decided to make it the stream table for this room.
Yep.
Which, against
Got that
my
right.
better judgment, but I don't own the room, so
This is the one.
it has slowed down a little bit over the last couple of months or month or so. I really disliked playing on it originally because it was just so fast. Holding the cue ball is very difficult on this table, but
Well, I think
the players today have done very well at it.
I know it. No real complaints there in that department.
I think the
That
current
one got away a
humidity
little
the past
bit.
couple of weeks has slowed it down.
Yeah. He might have got a little stuck. I think he was looking to try to leave him the 5 all the way up. Not sure he's got the 7 in the side, so this is a tough shot here for Mark. Or it would be a tough shot for me. Let's see what Mark does with it. Looks like he's going to try to cut the 5 all the way up. You want to avoid the 11 if you can, and come across for the 7 in the other side. Oh, that was a great shot.
I thought he was.
He
gonna go
bumped
to
into the
other side.
11 and left a great shot on the 7
That's a
up.
great shot.
Little treetop, but if he makes this shot, I expect they get out. Ooh.
So Kevin was talking. We should get a pro in here for next year and put the pro on this table, and have everybody play the pro.
Oh, as like a exhibition
table?
type thing or a challenge thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be fine, but I don't know if I'd want to do it on the stream. I'd like to get people that have never been on the stream. I think they enjoy, like, hey,
That's
I'm on
true.
TV,
That's so
I'm
true.
live, you know?
That's so true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you. I like the way
Yeah.
the tournament progresses, have like the actual players of the tournament on the stream.
Yeah, and nobody
And then-
really has the number, of nobody gets picked specifically on that table
Yeah,
all the
just random
time.
draw, yeah.
So it does.
Yeah.
It gives everybody a chance.
And,
It's so true.
Some of the people are coming like, I'm going to be on TV. I got to fix my hair and da-da-da. Like, they've never been on a live stream. A lot of these players are just like APA players from the area. They don't participate in tournaments per se, so they're not used to being on a live stream. So
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think they've
Ooh,
I don't think the pressure has gotten to them at all because I don't think they're really thinking about the live stream.
Yeah.
But the fact that they can go back and watch themselves later if they
Right.
want,
Exactly.
that's exciting for a person,
That
you know?
is.
well, that 7-ball's been torturing them. Let's see what
Yeah.
we're gonna do here.
It's going to come across, leave them the 13, I think. Yeah. Not many problems here. They just got to pick the right pattern and get out.
Yeah, I would agree with you. It's pretty straightforward.
He goes forward 2 rails. No, 1 rail and out. Okay. That leaves a little sharper angle on the 11.
I think he's gonna go for the 9 on this one.
I don't know. If going for the 9, you bump into that 10 ball over there, and that might leave you stuck. I think you got to go for the 11 and come 3 rails out to the middle of the table. Or 2 rails out, sorry.
I'm stuck in here with people who know how to play pool.
Oh, you know how to play pool.
Stuck.
I've seen you shoot.
Came up a little short there, but Bob's going to have to make a shot on this 9 in the upper right corner, I think. Or play it safe.
No,
depends.
he's a great shot. I've known him for years, and he's a great shot.
Oh, he's looking for a safe.
No, I think he's looking to play the 9 up past there and like a 2-way shot. So if he plays this, he can move the cue ball to the right side of the table and not leave a shot if he misses it. I think that's his goal here. I do shoot a lot with Bob. We play straight pool on a regular basis. Oh, that was a great shot.
Yep.
Left him perfect for the side. He can just stop there for the 10 or the 15, I believe that is. Just got to be careful with these sides. Like, great shot. Yep.
Sorry about that.
So here he's going to have to pull this back, which would draw it to towards the 15. I kind of like playing the 15 first. I feel like you can punch to the rail to the middle of the
Bring
table.
it. Yep, you're right.
That 10 ball, you're dragging into the 15, and you may get stuck kind of close to your work. Unless he's going to go forward 2 rails. Yep, all right. He
Nice
decided to do
shot.
that.
That's gorgeous.
If the 15 passes the 8, I'm not sure it does. That's a little tight there. But if it does, that was a great leave. He can roll up for the 8 in the side.
They're talking.
Safe.
Yeah.
Doesn't go through. It looks like a safe. Colleen, take a
Yes.
peek from that little hole to make sure. I'm just joking.
I will. Why not? That's a pretty sweet hole there you got.
Oh, he did try to play safe, and he came up short there. Yeah, so Bob didn't get around enough to leave him that shot. They tried to play safe and just came up short. And Tim and Mark have a chance to make this. He can just pull this back 1 rail and shoot it the 8 into the. Oh, he's going forward. So he made the shot. He left a decent shot into the corner. If you miss the shot, you're going to leave a tough leave. So I'm okay with that. I just think if he would have drew the ball back across the table, he would have been almost straight in on the 8 for his partner and still left a tough shot on the 15. But overall, this is still got some good potential. Great shot by Mark. Like I said, these guys play very, very well together.
Yeah, they do. One more. One more for them.
Yeah, they're up 2-1 in a race to 3. So.
Oh, gosh. Come on.
All right, here we go. We have, let's see. It looks like Tim is breaking on the hill. He's going with the head ball break. Oh, looks like a dry break here. Decent spread. A little bit of trouble there with the 9 ball. But I believe they're going to probably start with the 1 ball and take lows. If he can just float over for the 3 on the side, they'll be off to the races.
That they will.
What is that?
Do what?
All right, so he makes that ball and leaves Steve probably the 3 on the side would be my guess. They don't really have any problems unless the 2 ball gets tied up with the 9 ball, and that would be if they play a combination later on. If he can get them on the 6 straight in, you don't have to worry about that. But let's see what they can do.
I think it'll come right out to you with the 2-6 combo.
Oh, Bob, I can hear Bob on the other side of the wall
Yeah,
talking
me too.
about
2-6.
leaving the 2-6 combo. I'd rather hit a little bit more firm and try to have the 6 straight in. Because that 2-6 combo forces that 2 ball into the 9, and it could get messy, but we'll see what happens.
That's good. I didn't know he had a job.
All right, so Colleen is going to take a step out and go check on some of the players here.
Yes.
But thanks
yes.
for joining us in the
Yes,
booth.
and I will
appreciate
come
it.
back for the finals.
You'll
sure.
be here for the finals.
I'll
All
be
right,
there
that'll
for the
be great.
finals. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Appreciate it.